What is going on, guys? Today we have got another how-to, and probably one of my favorite ones in all of the how-tos, and that is going to be player picks. I have seen that we've got player picks. I don't know what they are. I don't know how many cards they are yet, so we're going to be having a look together. We did get rule benders as well. I think that was about it for today. Let's just have a quick look if there is any objectives before we get on to the topic of how to basically do this. So it looks like we are pretty standard for everything then. So let's have a look and see the best way to grind out these player picks. Hopefully these are good, because normally the player picks tend to be a little bit better. So we've got a one of two rare gold 75 and above. Okay. 6 in the squad. Okay, exactly. Gold. Number of players 6. Oh, we can deal with that. We can deal with that. Let's have a look then. So straight away, we want to test these out ourselves. I want to give one a go, get a little bit of feel to what's going on here, and to see, are they worth it in terms of actually grinding these out. We'll only do one to start with, just so then we can kind of discuss basically where we're at with it. 75 plus player pick, standard. I like it. I always like the player picks, but I do preferably like one of 4. Let's have a look. Okay, 2 goalies, of course. What is the highlight of that? So then, 6 players needed, no rare requirement, just gold as the minimum. We've got how many days? 2 days, standard. So it seems to be that is the upgrade day. Obviously, then you go back to rival rewards and you just basically continue like that. So it's very much going to be very similar to most of the how to grinds, mainly because we obviously get the 75 rares. I personally, think about your club, if you are completely brand new, maybe you've not done any upgrade packs now, I would probably get rid of a couple of these 75s, 76s, maybe even all the way up to 78s, purely because if I do another one, we got an 81 and 83, the likely chances of that happening again, very slim. More than likely we do get a 75 pick. Well, to be honest, we get another 83. Another goalie, though, of course. But more than likely, you will get a few picks that are 75 to about 80. That's just natural to happen over the course of it. You will find that maybe sometimes you just don't get a run of form and you find yourselves getting a little bit on the lower side. So you want to make sure that you're not getting duplicates, because that's what can kill this method out really, really quickly if you don't have a lot of coins. So the start, the basics, the normal. The start of all of this is going to your bronze packs. And yes, this method, especially if you don't have a load of coins like this, I would say you want to start with about 50,000 to maybe 100. You won't really be spending much. It is just the initial down payment. So straight away, we go into the bronze packs and we start going for it. We start opening. We keep what we can. We sell what we can. It's a standard. So straight away, get rid of them. Sometimes you have a look at the kits. Some of them, I think it's Bohemian, what is it? It's the one with, what's it called? It's the Irish kit, I want to say. It's got a person who I can't remember. I don't know if is it Bob Marley? I can't remember who it's got on there. I can envision the kit. I can't remember what the name is, but it's an Irish kit, I'm pretty sure, and it goes for like 3-4k. That instantly gives you like 3-4 packs. We have a look at Hadji as well, just in case. We're going to keep him in the club, and then we look at the players as well. No, if there's at least probably anywhere from like 1 to 30 minutes, like this guy, we can get past the 30 minutes, we can sell him for 200. Sell everything you can. Don't think, okay, it's only 200, because that is what makes it an almost unlimited amount of SBCs that you can do from this, is by selling what you can. At the minute, we don't have League SBCs, so it's very easy. Oh, that screams a kit. Come on. Oh, there's no way. I reckon you could get that done with that McDonald's kit. We're going to put that on and just have a look and see if that goes. Oh no, we've been kicked out. What's wrong with the servers? So basically, I don't even know what's going on here. Let's back out and go in and we'll talk about it. So basically, the best thing with these bronze packs is to literally grind as much as you can. Verify account. Okay, I'm buying too many bronze packs, guys. We've got the second one up and running. But you basically want to grind it as much as possible before you move on to the next step, because you want to have the most amount of bronzes in there. And it, again, like I say, it does take time. Don't think it's a very quick method of doing everything. It will take a lot of time to get this done, and that is unfortunately the grind that you have to do if A, you're not willing to spend FIFA points, which why should you, or obviously if you are willing to trade up. If you're a trader, if you've made coins, if you've packed anything, then if you are sitting on the lower coins, this is just the way you do it. And it is technically a cheap and free way, really. Like here, we get a player now, 1.5k, absolutely beautiful. We'll get him gone for 1.3, pays for 2 packs. We've then got the free 4 players, whatever we've put into the club, and they have grinded back themselves. They don't cost anything. And yes, this is where the long part comes and goes. I personally would spend so much time doing the bronze packs, grinding that way up. Some packs, you may go 4 or 5 packs and not make anything. It might feel like you are just constantly losing coins. Then you get a 5k player, you get a 5k pack. It's absolutely mad how that works, but it does. We find normally most of the rares actually do sell, especially them odd positions, right wings, all of that gravy. Make sure you do sell them, because there's nothing worse than coming to the end of it and thinking, okay, well, I mean, we've lost a bit of coins because I didn't sell like 50 of them 200 players and we've kept all of the goalkeepers instead. Make sure you do sell everything. It does take a bit of time, but you are more worth it doing that. So say you've opened 100 bronze packs, just put a random number out there. We've already got things selling. Hopefully that is things that are, yeah, so there we go. We've made what? We've opened 3 packs, which is what, 750 each. So that's about 2.1, I want to say. And obviously we've got what, 1.5, 1.67 back, as well as the discards, which is normally about anywhere from 80 to 150 coins. We have made profit back without the final thing selling, which would make us money, and that's not really having a lot of different things happening, really. We've kind of just got the basic one player that's good. From there, as we know, we go to the bronze upgrades. We continue this grind with the bronze upgrades and go and do all 11. So what you want to do here is predominantly use whatever you can to get this done. So pretty much for me, I am trying to kind of keep some League SBC as much as possible, just in case they decide to throw that in the mix at some point. Obviously, in terms of kind of upgrades, I tend to just use what fodder I've got, and then I kind of leave it as then, and then I maybe do duplicates or save up for the next week again, mainly just purely for video purposes. It's not necessarily a method that I use. It is just constantly, I want to do these 50 upgrades every week to be able to provide content for you. Plus, it does stock me up for the week as such. So then we've done all our bronze packs. We've got 15 of them. We've got 20 of them. Whatever you can imagine. You want to keep rolling in them. Keep going with them. I personally wouldn't do a silver upgrade until we find ourselves a duplicate in here, because then we know we're not wasting a duplicate turn. If you've only got so many silvers, then you want to make sure you're not wasting that. So we've got a Serie A and a Korean guy. Again, if you are doing League SBCs, waiting for them, then maybe you can kind of do the grind as well simultaneously. Stock up your club, because as soon as that drops, then obviously you are going to reap the benefits a lot quicker than somebody, for instance myself. If I've not necessarily fully stocked on them silvers yet, then obviously that's going to put me in a disadvantage at the start of that. I don't get that benefit of the mass amounts of League SBCs finished straight away. But obviously from there, the bronze to the silver, as we can imagine, I normally try and go for commons if possible, but I will throw a few rares in there if needed, because obviously sometimes you just run out of commons, and that's unfortunately the way to go. Again, if you're not doing League SBCs or not planning for it, it will be much easier just to whack absolutely everybody in. You could literally just grind this straight out, and oh no, we're not getting rid of you, and then you've obviously done it pretty quickly. So there, we've got 3 commons, and this is the beauty of it. You only need 2 silver upgrades per 175 upgrade, and this is where the slow bit comes in, because realistically you need to get a full 11 of silvers. So that's going to require what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It's going to involve 6 bronze upgrades to get yourselves 1/2 of the 75 plus. Again, that does take its time, but from there you have got the upgrade pack from this 75. So say I'm thinking, you know what, I don't have anybody, I kind of don't particularly want to keep the 75 rated rare that I got. I want to just whack him straight back in. That means you've technically got 4 players off 1, and then you just need 1, and 1 constantly goes over. Once you've done 5 or 6 that you don't particularly want, you've got 1 player pick for free. Yes, I realize how slow that sounds, but unfortunately, the only other way to get this done quick is by having what's in your club, or obviously buying the players. And to be honest, the players are not that expensive. There we go, Rejo, nice. We've already got him, but we're going to go with the 82. If we wanted to buy this, what's FUT been coming in at? Let's have a quick look, because I can imagine it's only a couple of K for 6 players. It surely can't be that much. It is coming in at a whopping 2.4K. So maybe even if you wanted to grind it a little bit, then obviously spend a bit of coins, grind it a little bit, spend a bit of coins, then obviously you can do that. That is still a good way to do it. I'm just trying to minimize how much coins you're spending per one, because if you're starting to do 2.8K every single time, or 2.4, the player that you need as a minimum to get any sort of value back from this is going to be an 84. We've done 3 already. We haven't got an 84. 83s come in at 900 coins, so they are literally almost a K&a-half cheaper than what you kind of want. So that is where you're at. You can kind of keep grinding these out, but if you don't necessarily get the one you want, then it's going to put you at the disadvantage of losing the coins, not necessarily for fodder. But like I did say, if you do grind this out and then suddenly you get an 88 rated player, that's 26,000 coins. So that then subsidizes what you've put into it. So you're basically looking at a fodder purpose. Realistically, we are looking for rule breakers as well, if you can. Obviously, Ribery being number 1 on that list at 816. You've then got Havertz. I'd take a Tony or Thiago. Even Sergio Ramos looks pretty nice, to be honest. So there is other ways. It depends on what your purpose of these player picks are. If you are going for fodder only, then 84 is the minimum benchmark you're having a look at. We'll do one more just to kind of see what the balance is. We've had 83, 83, and technically an 83 as well, with obviously that final one because it was an 82 and an 83. But obviously we've already got the duplicate, so no problems there. If we do this final one, and then we more than likely will have a video later of about 50 of these done, stretched across 2 accounts probably. But we hopefully will get a rule breaker here. 78, and there we go. So that one of these players would definitely be put back into this upgrade, and that would give us 1 extra. From there, you just keep doing the cycle. Every time you've done loads of bronze packs, put them into the upgrades, put them into the silvers, silvers into the golds, and then golds into the 75 plus, and just keep rinsing and repeating. That's going to be the best way to do it. If you are looking to kind of spend money, I would just literally go for the cheapest common you can find. I more than likely can imagine if you wanted to be very stingy with the coins, I don't know if anybody is 300 at all. You probably can, yeah, you can find 350. Again, I can imagine, as we can imagine, that, yeah, the sniping filter is going to be a little bit harder at the moment. I personally would mass bid. I think that's going to be your best way because everybody's going to be looking for the 350. There may be people that go over, but for instance, say, as soon as I say that, there may be a few people that grind a little bit above that. But as you kind of go for the grind and it's a couple of days on, maybe on the second day, you will find that it will teeter off a little bit and people are not going absolutely nuts for it. So let me know down below what you think. Make sure you do like and subscribe on this video. Check the videos on the left-hand side if you want more. And if you subscribe with the notice on, you'll see what I got in 50 player picks very, very shortly.